Hey, it's JC1424 once again with NASCAR Thunder 2004. And in this episode of our 4th season in career mode, we're going to be completing race 28 of 36, which is the Dover 400 at Dover International Speedway. The night race that was never supposed to be. But we're going to try to win this race, get our 3rd win in a row with this contract driving this number 11 Hooters car that Brett Bodine retired from. And now this is the alternate paint scheme, the silver one that I wanted to use for night races like this. It would look really cool out there. And man, it would be an amazing thumbnail just to be racing at Dover with a car like this. And last season it was our first race whenever we had the number 9 car that Bill Elliott retired from. And that was a pretty amazing moment in the career. But we're 3rd in points right now, 50 behind Tony Stewart, and Jeff Gordon is 39 behind him. Really intense points battle coming in. I think 9 races left in the season. We've got 10 wins. I'm aiming to see if I can get 11 today, and 4 more will tie with what we got last season. I wasn't even starting in last place every race last season. The driver respect levels, we got these fancy drivers all up at the top, and hopefully one of them will be in this race, and then we can watch their rivalry decrease or go away. Jeff Gordon and some of these guys' rivalries, most of these should disappear in this race because they're below 10. And these right here, they might be going down to like -6, or heck, they might disappear. I don't freaking know. Tony Stewart, though, really close to 100%. I want to see if I can get it back up there a little bit more before the end of the season, because otherwise it won't actually be close to 100%. But I'm glad we're on such wonderful terms. That marriage has got to happen. Race weekend, select the equipment. We got an 85 car rating. Let's just get this race out of the way. I gotta pee, but don't rush it because then we'll probably race really badly. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is starting on the pole next to Ryan Newman. I see Jeff Gordon starting in 4th. I don't know where Tony Stewart is, but I think we should make a good gain on Jeff Gordon and Tony Stewart, considering the fact that they're not on the front row. Tony Stewart not being up there like that, that really helps us out. There's no room down here, guys, and oh my gosh, this car is loose. Like, it wanting to slide just because I touched somebody's car. I mean, we're running in the bottom, we're not up to speed yet, so of course that adds to that. But at the end of the first lap, we're in 36th, and now we're in 35th, and we're on the bottom, we're still passing cars. I'm trying to avoid getting on the apron and mess up my corner. Though, considering how loose my car is, if I do head down to the apron, it's probably not going to send me to the outside wall. So it would take me overdriving a corner for that to actually happen. You know, if you have a perfect corner and then you head down to the apron, most of the time at Dover, it just sends you to the wall. But that depends on what kind of setup you're actually running. If your car can't handle doing something like that, it's always a mistake when it happens, but I try not to. So we just passed Ryan Vickers' number 5 car. Jamie McMurray's changing lanes, trying to pass people. And I'm making rivals out of everybody. I'm fast with these guys, it's just I need somewhere to pass, and it's all bunched together, so I don't know what to do. They all do this thing where they head into turn 1 and overdrive it temporarily, then dive back down to the bottom. They do that whether or not you're underneath them, so it's kind of terrifying whenever you're trying to pass somebody, but I mean, we're already in the top 30. Just keep on passing them. At the end of the 4th lap of the race, we're in 28th. I need to win this race. I want to keep on winning and winning and winning. Now, whenever you watch these videos, there's no guarantee that I'm going to win the race, but that's what I try to do. What sucks is whenever you look at the thumbnail, and I don't know if you guys ever look at the thumbnail and just take a real good look at it and think, okay, well, these are like the championship contenders right here, so if he's passing one of them guys, then he probably won the race. So, I don't know if it really means that whenever you look at the thumbnail. So, I hope that I don't go wind up making the thumbnail me racing Dale Earnhardt Jr. that's like, he started on the pole, so it looks like JC won the race. Good old dive. Jeff Burton, what are you doing? You just drove up into Jamie McMurray doing that, but now we're in 25th after passing the 25 car, so that's a very important check mark in this race, if you ask me. Because it's only every now and then you pass somebody for a position that there's the same number of their car. I get that a lot in NASCAR Heat 4 lately, like, Myatt Snyder will finish or start 27th or some crap. I've seen it so many times. There's some weird people starting to pull in NASCAR Heat 4. Like, I had Mason Macy, whatever his name is, start on the pole in NASCAR Heat 4 a while ago. And I just sat there thinking, I've never even heard of this guy. Or maybe people that watch the Truck Series intently have, but I don't know. These NASCAR games actually teach me drivers. Like, I didn't know who Matt Crafton was until I played NASCAR 2005. Well, I didn't play 2005. I watched Joseph Lombard's Let's Play of NASCAR 2005 when I was in high school. And I would learn drivers like that by watching them play games that I never actually had. I didn't get NASCAR 2005 until 2017. And I did a Let's Play of it towards the end of that year. Yeah, I just remember that was like the first Let's Play that I actually kept up with on Joseph Lombard's channel. Beforehand, I had never really done anything watching his channel aside from just like watch a video here and there, like his quick races and stuff, where you just put the game in, record a video of him racing at a certain track with a certain driver. Like I remember there was Matt Kenseth in NASCAR Thunder 2004 at Las Vegas. I used to just watch his videos like that. And then I finally actually went to watching a Let's Play, and that was the Truck Series Let's Play in NASCAR 2005, like I was saying. Oh, I was getting a good run off. I was going to pass Mark Martin. Try to set up a good pass. You know, if I go up to the top to try to block, so then I could dive to the bottom. If I try going to the bottom before I go to the top, then they try to block me there, and then I have no room to make a pass. Something like this, but Ricky Craven acknowledged I was down there and let me go. But, yeah, we've completed 11 and a half laps in this race, and we are in 18th place. Oh God, the apron. Holy crud, that was scary. Freaking apron likes to toss you sideways if you're on it at the wrong angle. Once you hit it like that, you can't get off. You just gotta sit there and hope for the best. Or pray for not the worst. I don't know. The worst is it just keeps on bouncing you until you finally the car spins. I feel like this car is very likely to spin at some point in this race. Just wait, it's bound to happen. Oh my gosh, please help us. It's so loose, so like I can't make contact with somebody like that. Can't just not have room in a corner and touch somebody, because then it kicks out sideways and we're so screwed. I can't believe I just barely touched Ward Burton. The entire back of my car shattered. Look at the back of my car. I mean, I spend the rest of my time looking up the track and watching the cars in front of me. I don't actually look at the back of my car, even though that's what the camera lets us do. But I don't like having to see this. I feel what if racing's pain. Trying not to overdrive the corner and hit Elliott Sadler. Okay, he gets the run off. But I think we're going to have a good dive into 3. Well, I thought we would, but it just overdrove it. It didn't make it in. Come on. Now we're getting run off of 4, and we're going to finally pass Elliott Sadler. You know, I don't know if it's shocking or what that I went ahead and decided to do my NASCAR Heat 3 Let's Play with Elliott Sadler in his in the Xfinity Series with his one car, instead of doing it on some other NASCAR game like the older ones where he drove the M&M's car. But I honestly felt that Elliott Sadler was not good enough in his M&M's car for me to just go doing the Let's Play with it. I personally felt that he wasn't symbolic to the M&M sponsor. And then I went ahead on NASCAR Heat 3 doing Kyle Busch in his M&M's car for the Cup Series, because, I mean, Kyle Busch, I think he is, and he always will be, the best driver to ever drive the M&M's car, or the most successful. I don't know if I should say best driver. He's not the nicest or anything like that, but yeah. And Elliott Sadler, I think he found more success in the Xfinity Series than he did in the Cup Series towards the end of his career. And oh my gosh, like, this car was so loose out throughout the entire damn run, and now it's just, I feel like it's so damn tight right now. I mean, these guys, they're running about the same lines as me, so I guess they're probably having the same problems. I'm going to take my pit stop at the end of lap 20. And, doesn't look like Tony Stewart's pitting this time by, so passing Tony Stewart finally, who's in his 2002 championship paint scheme thingy. I don't know exactly what it's for. Did he race that in 2003? Because, I mean, he won the championship in 2002, so he couldn't have had that paint scheme knowing he was going to win the championship. Unless it was made between the seasons and he never actually raced it. I have no clue. Okay, heading down pit road. Tony Stewart staying out. And really good pit road entry. I probably could have slowed down a little less quickly, but better than to be safe than sorry. No damage repair. We'll get 4 tires, full tank of fuel. This setup is weird. Okay, so it's going to be on 19 PSI, but the tires won't wear off so badly because, like, towards the very end of that run, it was just stuck in the middle of the track. It couldn't even get to the bottom anymore. I feel like on the fresh tires, because it was already loose earlier, and now that I'm trying to get back used to driving on fresh tires, it might be better this time on the fresh tires than it was earlier. Okay, getting on the track. I mean, they were on the outside. Like, I saw them not on the outside, so they wouldn't hit somebody on the bottom of the track. But then I get on the track and I'm just running the bottom line so they can go around me on the outside, but apparently they don't do that. I'm trying to prevent Bobby Labonte from passing me as my car's got to settle in. Tires are still cold, you know. They should have a tire warmer-upper that keeps your tires warm so that whenever you put them on, you come off pit road, they're all ready to go. I mean, if you think about it, this is race 28. So we're coming towards the end of the season. It's nighttime, so it's probably like 60 degrees out here. And it's up north, so it might be 50 for all I know. I don't know. And, well, we're going to finish in front of Tony Stewart, and we're going to finish quite a ways in front of him. We might have the points get over this race for all we know, because he's definitely quite a ways behind the leader. I mean, we'll be in ninth if I can pass Mark Martin. I've just got to set up the pass well. Come on. He's blocking me, so it's going to be much more difficult than it was earlier. There we go. Oh my God! Mark Martin, you're dumb. You're dumb. Dumb. Dumb Mark Martin. Well, we've caught these two. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has pulled away. He's just taken off. He's way up there. So I don't think we're going to be able to finish in front of him. But as long as we're finishing in front of Tony Stewart and Jeff Gordon, this is a good race for us. And it'll be a top 5. I'm honestly starting to believe that the best we'll finish is in 4th. Because we're going to Jack Sprague after Ryan Newman. Damn, we're just, we're not nearly as fast up front as I thought we would be. Because I'm having a hard time keeping up Dale Earnhardt Jr. And my crew chief just said that we are like 3 seconds behind the leader. And I'm just trying to set up a pass on Ryan Newman. We're going to be 3 wide in turn 1. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, that was a good save. That was amazing. I am trying to get my car back under control. The white flag is about to come out. I've got a couple lap cars to pass. And I don't exactly have to pass them. It won't get me anything, considering they're not for position, and I don't have to pass them to stay in front of those other guys. It's kind of difficult not to pass them whenever they're driving as slow as possible. Well, Dale Earnhardt Jr. just got past Kevin Harvick, and for a while, yeah, Harvick was in second. And I don't know who the leader is. Like Sterling Marlin, Bobby Labonte. I have no idea who else could be leading this race right now. I can't remember any other drivers that are that good in this game. But there we go, 4th place at Dover, and we gained points, a few points on Jeff Gordon, and good few on Tony Stewart. Yep, Sterling Marlin, awesome. We were 50 points behind Tony Stewart before we did that race, and now we're 32, so that means we made an 18-point gain. And we probably gained like maybe 5 points or something on Jeff Gordon because he was right behind me at the end of the race. Now, Dale Earnhardt Jr., he finished a couple positions in front of us and led the most laps in that race, but yeah, he's still 144 behind the leader. And Kevin Harvick was running in the top 5 as well. He finished in 3rd, I think. Then we've got the driver spec levels. We lost a bunch of our rivals, and now everything's all on the same page. But none of the fancy drivers were in that race, so that's unfortunate. Of course, we got a little Mark Martin there, and then Tony Stewart to focus on. I have to get back to sharing drive with him. I could have done that in that race, but I didn't because I guess I just didn't care about it that much. But I certainly will at Talladega. The thing is, Talladega is a whole different deal. It's a super speedway, so it might take longer, or we could possibly just pass them with the shit show of cautions that usually happens here. But I'm going to be using my primary paint scheme in that race because it's daytime, and Chase Elliott won at Talladega in 2019 using his Hooters car, I think. I think that was the spring race, though. Shop additions. 4 races left until the body shop comes in, increasing our downforce. Now, downforce wouldn't really help us out at a track like Talladega, but still, that's fun to hear about. By the time that we get it, we're not actually going to be able to use it because the season will be coming to an end, to be honest. We're going to do some repairs on chassis number 12. Overhaul wouldn't do anything. And I'm done with overhauls anyways. I'm done with my overalls. I haven't worn overalls since I was like 7. I'm going way off topic, but who cares? Repair that. I guess I'm just checking to see if it does anything to overhaul it. Yeah, the power goes back to 90, so forgot my engine was that good now. And we have 2 races up until this is done being built. And this being repaired, I think, yeah. So this body right here, we're going to go ahead and sell it because even if we repair it, it's not going to go back to as good as the other one already is. So just get rid of that. This will come in after 2 races. We're going to use this one for 2 races, and that is the way things are going to be. And yeah, 83 and 85 versus 83 and 81. And then there's the sponsorship happinesses, which goes down to 62, drops 2% every race, just like always. Didn't finish in front of Dale Earnhardt Jr. We finished in the top 5 though, so we met one of the expectations, but you gotta do all 3 in order to keep the happiness up, and we're never qualifying. But thanks for watching this episode of our career mode, coming to an end really soon, so we can move on to another very iconic Let's Play on this channel. Can't wait to get to that one. It's going to be great, NASCAR 07 with Hendrick Motorsports. But as for this one, well, I've been getting tired of this game lately because I've just been playing it so much on the channel. When it comes down to the last few races, I know I'm really going to miss it. I'm starting to miss it again because it's like, gosh, I did so much stuff on this game. And we're just racing with so many different paint schemes. We're trying to win a championship, and it's still really exciting. See you next time. That's that, and episode over.